Okay, so I'm going to show you how to open a coconut. So, really, this is funny. I'm doing a coconut opening demo. I feel like I wish we were in Hawaii doing this. It would be so much cooler.
Oh yeah.
It is fun.
Yeah. So, you want a heavy knife. You really want like a meat cleaver. It's not going to work with a little Ginsu steak knife or whatever. You really want something heavy. You need the weight. Okay? So, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do this on the table. I'll scare the heck out of all you guys. So, I'm going to do it on the floor.
Oh.
Okay? I'm going to do it right here. Okay? So, what I do... Look at everybody's gathering. That's awesome. Don't get your foot too close. Okay. So what I do is I cut a square at the top. Okay? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So I just cut a square at the top. You want to use enough force so that you actually cut through the shell, which I hope I did. Okay, so beep, easy as that. Then you got flesh. I need another spoon. Actually, let me just wash this. Yeah. Do you mind? Okay. So then we got coconut water, and I'm gonna get some little cups so you guys can try the coconut
The
water.
bathroom's back that way.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say, where is it back there?
Here, actually, I can do it. I'm going to go back and grab some cups. Thank you.
Yeah. I like very nice.
I grew up in Kista. Do you want me to fill the cups with water?
Yeah, we're going to... It's going to be messy, but that's okay. This is messy class night. This is fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to be messy once in a while.
People come in tomorrow for appointments and wonder what the smell was. What do you do here?
So we're going to also give you all some of this coconut flesh. Okay, so when you're picking out a coconut, you just want to look for one as blemish-free as possible. None of them are going to be perfect, but what you want to look for is obvious signs of fungus. Pink or gray means bad. Okay? When you open up the coconut, the water inside the coconut should look like water. Should look like clear water. Okay, which you'll see when we pour it.
Pink is not good.
Pink is bad, gray is bad. Okay? See? So, and then you can,
Yes, we did.
and the flesh will look healthy as well. Okay? If it's starting to get old, the flesh will be really thin and start to turn gray. Like I said, it'll be either gray or pink. And if that's the case, just pitch it. Don't even, it's disgusting. You don't even want to come close to that. Okay, so now the really fun part. Terry, watch out. I'm just kidding. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to hit it in the middle, like that.
Cool.
Okay, and then I'm going to lift it up,
Dave Lincoln would be proud of you.
chop it in half like that. Okay? There you go. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so,
I can't open them, honestly, that's one of my weak spots. I can't open coconut.
nice. Well, I'm glad we did this. This is fun. So, now I'm going to scrape out the flesh. And if any of you are used to brown hairy coconuts, this is the young coconut before it fully matures. I know that did sound kind of funny. So this, and if you've ever had those coconuts before, the flesh is really hard to get out. It doesn't taste that great. The water tastes kind of bitter and kind of nasty. Man, I'm telling you, this is like dessert. This is like candy. If you have dogs, have them try it, and then you'll never be able to, as soon as you break the coconut out, the dog will be like, yeah, dogs love coconut. My dogs love coconut.
If you got a big dog, the dog can open the coconut.
So if someone could maybe volunteer to help me kind of pour some of this juice into cups and pass it around. I got 3 coconuts, so. And if you do want to use the, and then the brown cherry coconuts, if you do use those, a little tip, just because the flesh is so hard to get off, put them in the freezer, let them freeze, they'll contract, and when you take them out of the freezer, it'll expand and it'll pull the flesh off. You can take it right off.
There's a lady on YouTube that shows you how to open up a coconut with a husk on it.
With what on it?
The husk, the brown.
Oh, yeah.
She wraps it in a towel, tightly, and then just beats it to death with a hammer, but all the pieces are in the towel. It doesn't fly apart.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's what we do. We put it in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
We break open one every week.
Put it in?
Yeah, it's
with a hammer.
And so what we do is put it in a bag and then beat it with a hammer.
Yeah.
And it just cracks open.
Yeah.
There's many ways to
Machete
We
works.
use
Yeah.
the butter
I
knife
have many
to
ways of cutting
scoop
coconuts,
out
but the only way I can do it is
The grapefruit knife?
you just go like this at the end. Just poke it.
Yeah, just go around, yeah.
And then it comes right off.
Yeah, but you need that curved knife.
No, you
Just
just
a
a
regular
plain
knife?
butter knife.
Oh, butter knife, yeah, okay, yeah.
So hey, I know this is a fermented foods class, but since we're talking about coconuts, if any of you guys don't know the amazing benefits of coconut, we could do like a 4-hour class on coconut. But it is one of the most, well, first of all, what is a coconut? Does anybody know, is a coconut a nut or a seed?
It's a seed.
Yep, it's actually the world's largest seed. And it's so nutrient dense that it doesn't even need soil to grow. It has so many nutrients in it that it can wash up anywhere, like on a beach, like float across the ocean, wash up on a beach and grow a tree.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
That's so good.
And that's why it's such a great food. It's loaded with vitamins and minerals, loaded with calcium, has all the electrolyte minerals in it. It's a great replenishing drink for athletes or anybody who's mineral deficient or weak. It's a great rebuilding food, for people that are weak or that have, wasting conditions or anything like that. Coconut's very powerful. The other thing,
Wasn't it used for blood transfusions too?
yes.
Yeah,
They
during the war,
did that
yeah.
on TV last week, I saw.
Put it in, yeah.
Yeah, during the war, they actually found a couple things that would work for blood transfusions. One was seawater, one is chlorophyll, and one is coconut water. It's the only things you can use for blood transfusions.
So the chlorophyll, would that come from wheatgrass or something? For the blood
Most chlorophyll comes from alfalfa grass. I don't know which specific type they use, but wheatgrass would be good.
Probably used what they had where they were, and they had coconuts in the
Yeah.
Pacific, so.
Yeah, exactly. But coconut, the other main benefit of you, for any of you guys who are scared of fat out there, saturated fat content is the main reason it's such a powerful food.
Medium chain or?
Yeah, it's a medium chain fatty acid. It doesn't need to be broken down by enzymes and by bile from the gallbladder. It actually goes straight to the liver to be used as a fuel source. And it's excellent for increasing your metabolism, giving you sustained energy throughout the day. Just like fermented foods, it'll cut your cravings for sweets and sugary foods.
The pulp part or the water part?
Both. Both. The coconut oil is the best. You just pass that around and everybody can just have some.
Which other fats do not require bile for digestion?
What fats
Yeah, which
Are-
other besides coconut?
are required for digestion?
No.
Require
Which
bile.
fats do not require bile?
Coconut,
Just coconut.
pretty much it. Yeah, it's a medium chain fatty acid. Almost everything else is a long chain fatty acid. Your sunflowers and pumpkin and almond, all your other nuts and seeds, all your other oils and stuff are all long chain fatty acids.
Even
That's why
I
coconut
use
is so
mostly
unique.
coconut oil.
Yeah, and people take coconut. Have you ever seen on this, like a health food store, MCT?
Yeah.
They use it for weight loss.
Uh-huh.
That's medium chain fatty acid. That's from coconut.
Wow.
Yeah, people take coconut for weight loss.
by that.
And coconut oil is great on the skin.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Ooh, that got me. Coconut oil is great for the skin. It is the best oil for cooking. Coconut oil is the only oil you should ever cook with because it's so stable. If anybody's scared of saturated fat, anybody scared of saturated fat? Honestly?
Scared of fat.
Anybody scared of saturated fat? Be honest? Okay. So, let me tell you what happens if you don't have saturated fat in your body. You don't produce hormones. You don't produce sexual hormones. You don't have a protective layer on your veins, arteries.
What are you talking about? If what?
Saturated fat. If you don't have saturated fat.
Oh, if you don't have it.
Yep. It's the main fat that builds the entire nervous system. If you look at human breast milk, it's 95% saturated fat. That's what the baby needs to grow. That's what the baby needs to develop its brain and its nervous system and its cardiovascular system. So this whole fear of saturated fat is a process of industry, a process of man-made junk. What's that?
To make us more.
So what's the name of the coating on the nerves?
The myelin sheath?
Yeah, if you don't have the fat, that won't
The
happen.
myelin, right.
Then they run together.
Exactly. Yep, the myelin sheath will start to degenerate too,
Then that hurts.
which can be like multiple sclerosis and other types of nervous system disorders.
How, because you were talking about doing like 4 tablespoons of coconut oil a day.
Right.
How do you lose weight like that? I'm just so scared. I don't want to flip up.
Because it increases metabolism.
Is that the only kind of, like if I use olive oil too though, for cooking?
Oh yeah, you don't have to just do 4 tablespoons of coconut oil.
Do not cook with olive oil. Olive oil.
Yeah, you should cook with coconut oil. Yeah, but you can use other fats.
I do it for grilling vegetables. I put
Olive oil is actually has a very low point when it starts
To burn.
burning. And so really when you cook with olive oil, it degenerates and you have bad acids in it. Do not ever cook with olive oil. I use olive oil but only raw. This has the highest heating point. So you can cook coconut oil at higher temperature, but definitely never use olive oil. I know that they say whatever comes from Italy, everybody cooks with olive oil. No, don't do it.
Oh, really?
Don't do it.
All your oils are best raw. Coconut oil is the only one I cook with.
Yeah, me too.
But
And it tastes
if you're
delicious.
nervous about it, don't worry about it. The other great thing about coconut oil is it's loaded with lauric acid and caprylic acid, which completely annihilates candida and fungus in the body.
What does?
Coconut.
But if I use olive oil, how many tablespoons of coconut?
Well, you should be getting a variety of fats. Okay.
So like a couple of tablespoons of one and a couple.
Yeah, you don't have to focus on
In fact, use
coconut. You can use a
coconut
tablespoon of
on
coconut,
the
eat
skin,
some
on the hair,
nuts,
everything.
do some olive oil.
That's all it does. No,
Vaughn, is it
I
okay
buy
just to
them
eat a
from,
tablespoon of coconut oil?
Oh gosh, yeah. Man,
products.
I'll go home tonight and I'll eat like 3 tablespoons of coconut oil.
Yeah, I like
But
one
what's the difference in
tablespoon.
coconut oil?
That's how I do it.
The coconut butters,
It tastes so good.
well, it's got the water and everything combined, so it's sweeter. It has the sweetness from the coconut water.
Okay.
That's fine. The other great thing about coconut, by the way, is it's the best oil for your thyroid gland. Very healing for the thyroid, and you can even rub coconut oil right on your thyroid.
I also use it to do oil pulling for the toxins.
Has everybody tried coconut water? Everybody's had some?
Well, I'm waiting
We have back here.
You guys want more? Because I got another coconut.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hey, Vaughn, Vaughn,
Yes.
You just take 1 tablespoon of
what do you
oil,
know?
put in your
Did you
mouth,
hear anything
and
about
very
the
slowly
treatment of the
candle
coconut
light
oil
for
in
about
Thailand?
15-20
Humboldt,
minutes, just swish it around your mouth.
Yes.
slowly,
Being
and then
dipped
you
in
spit
some
it
kind
out.
of-
These coconuts are
And it
sprayed with a
draws
fungicide.
toxins out.
Absolutely no way around it.
Well, the best one
so
would
far
be
away.
put out
Because it comes from so far away, they have
but
to
I
be
can
treated.
find it organic
Yep.
around here.
And they're sprayed with a fungicide. I don't worry about it because it's in a 2-inch thick shell. Plus they wrap them in plastic, but they are sprayed. That's one of those things. Again, are you gonna?
You're not worried about it.
I'm not worried about it. Now, that's if you buy these coconuts. Okay? If you buy coconut oil, like my coconut oil in there,
Yeah.
they actually process it where they pick the coconuts. They're not sprayed at all. It's immediately turned into the oil. So you're not going to have any fungicides, pesticides, herbicides, no radiation from being shipped overseas because they actually package it in the home country. So you don't have to worry about that with the coconut oil.
Okay.
But with these coconuts, Yeah, it is what it is.
What kind of coconut oil do you have in your office?
Mine is from a company called Ultimate Superfoods.
It's where?
Ultimate Superfoods.
Ultimate superfood is the
Yeah.
same as
It's actually the thing with coconut oil. Like
it's like
if
a wholesale bank.
if you put it in a barrel and ship it overseas, they radiate it. If you actually
Superfood is like
process it and make it a finished good in the country of origin, they don't radiate it. So this is actually processed in the Philippines where it's grown and then shipped over here, so it's not irradiated. It's not heated, it's centrifuged, which means it's spun
but the one who
to get the
sells
impurities
is the
out,
same exact-
where a lot of companies will heat it.
same exact
So-
stuff.
What does it run in price?
A quart is about 20 bucks and a gallon is like 65. People usually come in and they buy the small one, and then 9 times out of 10 they come back and buy a gallon. It's pretty funny.
You get a quart of something?
The first time?
Okay, that's about $1.
Okay, this one's kind of hard. Did everybody get a little bit of coconut flesh too?
Yes. Like 3 times over.
Really? That's awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to open the last coconut just for kicks and giggles and just to make a more mess because it's fun.
You know, you're really good at that. Very impressive.
Thanks.
He's had practice, it seems.
I lived in the jungle and lived off coconut for 7 years.
But what did you use for food?
I didn't have a knife. I broke it open over my head.
Oh, right. That explains a lot.
I walked right into that one, didn't I?
I've seen a demonstration where you take the brown ones, turn it so that the eyes are facing the bottom.